Yeah, what's cracking, everybody? It's Big Guapin. You're not tuning into I Told You So, and I got a special guest next to me. Talk to him, baby.
Man, what's the word, man? My name As If, you feel me? Shit, next up. Yeah.
Next up, next up. Let me ask you this question. What do you do?
I make beats. I make records. I mix. I got a studio on my dogs. Man, I just do a lot of dope shit.
You're a man with many hats. When it comes down to passion, what are you the most passionate about of all those things?
About every single like thing that I do.
Or like the number one in your heart, like, oh, this is the number one before everything else.
Damn, what's number one before, man? That's so hard because I feel like every single thing I do is a part of what makes that number one thing.
Right.
You get what I mean?
Absolutely.
So it's like, it's a piece, you know? Like,
yeah.
Like every piece needs each other, you know what I mean? Like in keywords, bro, like every piece is important because it is a part of just making it happen. You know what I'm saying? That's why I appreciate everything.
That's right. That's right. Okay, so let me get to this then. I know that you got a few things going on. I know that you represent a big thing that's important to my personal life too. So let me understand this. How do we know each other?
That shit, bro. Yeah, I think you know, just the world being smaller when you Bengali, you feel?
That's right.
All that.
That's right. We're both Bengali. That's important. That's important to represent.
Very, very important to represent, bro. I mean,
you know, I remember the reason why I bring this up is I remember one time we hadn't seen each other in a little minute, and we were at the hookah lounge and over here at Hollywood Hookah, and we were in a room full of people, like it was a mad peace one in the section, and everybody was talking, and then but someone was, you know, I had something going on at the time. You were like, I'm gonna ask you. You didn't even tell me that. You just spoke straight to me in Bengali, and it's hard for, I think, you know, in Los Angeles, you hear people speaking Spanish, you hear people speaking maybe Armenian, other languages, and it's hard for us to feel that, you know, kind of pride in our language too.
Yeah, factuals, cause like I ain't gonna lie, bro, my Bangla is ass, you feel me? But it's like it's the camaraderie, like this is really what we got, and
right,
you know, if you know, you know, like, you know what I'm saying, like we had a whole war just to speak a language, you feel me?
Fact. Come on,
you know what I mean? So
come on.
That's why even if my shit trash, bro, like when I had seen you, I had to greet you.
Nah, you did it was so respectful and okay, so maybe I must start off the story of I think how we met each other, because if you're Bengali and you're from Los Angeles, you know the where everybody congregates. There's an area in Los Angeles called Little Bangladesh. Do you know what streets is that off of?
That's between it start on 3rd and New Hampshire and it go all the way up to like maybe 3rd and Oxford.
Right. It would be right between, like, if you were thinking about the map, in between East Hollywood. If you're going from East Hollywood to downtown, there's a little area right there. You hop off the 101, it's gonna say Little Bangladesh right there on the freeway. That's right. So there's an area there right next to the mosque. If anybody knows anything about that, there's this place called Chateau. It's right next to, it's a park right behind like a bowling alley. And there's like these congregations basically of Bengali people who just post up there. They bring their kids, they bring the fam, you know what I'm saying? It's just like a whole, and these things called melas. Right? Okay, come on. I know I'm verified out here. I'm a verified Bengali. Come on, ask about me. Ask about the Bengalis about me. Okay, so over there's this little fucking Bengali kid with a fucking skateboard playing everybody's skate. I feel like that's how I first was introduced to you. Like, oh, he's a kid that every time he pulls up, he's skating with people.
Oh yeah, that was definitely. Oh yeah, I used to love. I don't know what it was, man. I think I just liked the attention.
Now we're talking.
It was just like it was just different. You feel me? And just like I think it was just tight that it just wasn't like a common thing to do. Being brown, just kick pushing and shit like that. You know, it was just a very foreign thing to look at back in the day, and now it's a lot more normalized. Thank God. But like, yeah, for sure,
it was different, and especially in our culture, because I feel like it was like not a. I think, you know, it's like one of those things, like they're not into that. I don't even know, but it was cool to see you in that light. I was a kid over there playing basketball or up the hill, you know what I'm saying, blowing something. But like, well, I'm with the homies, and so I was introduced to you by somebody else. I'm like, okay, cool. Then between time goes by, I'm like hearing that, oh, he's doing this, he's doing that. I'm tapping in with you to see like, oh, you don't dropping music shit.
Right.
And then I feel like early on, I could tell that you were serious about being a creator.
Oh yeah, like that. It was really hard. I don't know. I never really could like just put a title on it. Like it was just hard for me to like really fathom the fact, like, damn, like could this really be a way of living? And like could this really be a way of paying bills?
Right.
Like just coming from the background we come from, and we got the status quo we got to play with. We first gen, our parents, they did their had to pay their dues to get here. And, they have a certain expectation. I mean, shit, like, and I just felt like I was not the expectation, and I just couldn't like really believe and accept that I wasn't yet, you know what I'm saying? So it was always that I wanted 1 foot in and like 1 foot out.
Damn, that was dense, bro. That was some really dense things that you said right now, because there's a little bit of you know that you have something to offer to this world, but you haven't accepted the fact that, again, it's possible.
Right.
So let's take this all the way back. So you're from Los Angeles,
born and raised.
What part?
And I'm saying, like, for real, it's the reason why I just even like took a pause on it, because I spent so much significant times in my life just in certain areas. So it's like, I'm gonna say like little Bangladesh to Midtown, grew up in some areas of Rampart.
Right.
Of course, little Bangladesh is in Koreatown, like really just that central area, you know what I mean? But off the drill, I'm really gonna say like little Bangladesh.
Mid-city, yeah, for sure.
I feel like, I'll break it down in simple words. I feel like little Bangladesh, like, that's where you met Asif, you know what I'm saying? Or like what all the Bengali people my parents told me as. But like mid-city, Midtown made as if.
Yep. I totally understand what you mean. Because I'm only saying this because I'm a witness to this man's growing success, and I've seen the building pieces. So none of this, nothing that he's gonna say today is really gonna shock me, outside of the fact that, wow, this dude really did that. So you know what I'm saying? I want to talk about this. What middle school you go to?
Shit. Okay. I went to 4. All right. So 6th grade.
Yeah. Tell me about it.
Like my elementary school went up to 6th grade. So I went to like Frank Delomo. I saw like Vermont and Vermont in first. The 7th grade, first semester was at Virgil. Got kicked out.
Damn.
I went to JB for a little bit. Kicked out. And
JB is John Burroughs.
John Burroughs, my fault. And then I ended up going to Los Angeles Leadership Academy, which is like that shit don't even exist anymore. Not it don't exist in like the area where I was attending it at, but it's for sure like somewhere in like Lincoln Heights or something. Like, but yeah. So three middle school.
Okay. So what was okay? So there's a common thread right here that's like you're jumping around from middle schools. Were you a badass kid?
I wouldn't say I would go like against it. Like I wouldn't really like be a bully and shit like that. But I would just do disrespectful shit, like pull pranks. Just do dumb shit. Like fucking, I think in one of the schools, I forgot which one of the schools, I got caught smoking a cigarette.
And they kicked you out?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Oh my God,
that was not playing that. The fuck, like. I still remember, bro, like when I had gotten kicked out. Like the thing is that it wasn't even like, it was such a formal and respectful kick out. Like I think for Virgil, like I just remember like my parents going into the office and the dean and the principal, they're like, yo, we held a board meeting and we were talking about how we want to like just make adjustments and whatnot to like certain kids. And we would just politely like to ask you to have your son exit out of this school, or I don't know how it went. I just remember my mama whooped my ass that day, man. I got the fucking latte.
Oh yeah, big baby.
That shit was man.
Yeah. Okay, but I want to dive into the story a little bit more. But Do you think that ass whippings are important?
Ass whoopings are definitely a part of character development,
Yes.
but to a certain extent.
Extent. Hold on. Yeah. Please. Don't come for me right now. I'm not saying it like that. Like, no, but like, if so, at least I mean, I can't speak for the woman, the female experience, but as men, like, there's sometimes like, I needed that ass whipping. I was wilding.
I'm honestly thankful for it. Not even just for my parents, like even like sometimes like, some of the big homies they had to
Correct things. Yeah. That part too. Yeah.
Like I'm appreciative of that because like at this point of time now, you can kind of see certain people. You could be like, damn, see, you only act like this because you ain't get punched in the face. I guarantee you, your whole perspective with himself, you just like
got whooped one time. For sure, bro. Oh my goodness.
Discipline is a part of character.
I love that. So then, man, I totally agree with you on every point that you're saying right now.
I'm not trying to normalize. I'm only speaking from my experience.
Right.
It was good. Would it be good for somebody else? I don't know. You get what I mean? But for me, it was fun.
Yeah, me too. Same here. I'm gonna share the same sentiment. I don't want to dive too deep into that, but let me ask you this. So you are hopping around from middle school to middle school. You end up to one middle school, and then where'd you go to high school?
I went to high school at RFK. It was formerly the Ambassador Hotel, and that's where Robert F. Kennedy got assassinated.
Oh shit!
And the exact area where he got assassinated became our school library. So that's fair, dog, bro. I'm talking about in 2010. This was the most expensive high school or just public school in the fucking nation. They put over like 500 M's.
Damn, and it was a public school. You didn't have to pay for it.
I'm talking about like if you were to enroll a kid that's going to preschool.
Yeah.
This kid going from preschool, he can literally go from preschool, kindergarten, 1st to 5th, then 6th to 8th, and
yeah,
like bro can like literally grow up.
Right. That's how my school was too. I mean, I went to my school. I was going to Bancroft. I got into some trouble too, and then the same thing. Like I had my parents were like, "Your ass is going to school in the Valley," and so I was like that too, bro. For real, like I was just getting into stupid trouble. Again, I wasn't a bully. I wasn't trying to draw that kind of attention. It's just that I wasn't really understanding how to behave in certain scenarios. So anyway, I guess at school in the Valley, same thing. 7th grade to 12th grade, I went to the same school. So I could see how that system is different. But you went in there what grade? In 9th grade?
Yeah, so from 9th grade, and then in between going to RFK, I was going to different summer schools. I had a summer at LA High.
Yeah, I love those.
I had a summer at LA High. Yeah, I had a summer at Richard Alonzo, like off. East.
That's right. Yeah.
You know what I mean? So yeah, man, all unique experiences. Every area was a unique experience for sure. Yeah, man. High school was.
And so does the music thing come in high school?
Oh yeah, man. So in high school, this was a time where I was transitioning out of skateboarding and I was going I was fully immersing into music. Like I'm talking about like I utilized like my high school experience to really propel like this positioning that we're in now. Like I'm talking about like, like going to Carl's Jr., you know what I'm saying? Taking, borrowing $10 from my mom or my aunt, you feel me? And turning and flipping burnt
spicy. You were flipping spicy?
Yeah.
Nah. I love the kids who were flipping spicy at school.
Really, my high school, bro, this was like, I'm gonna sum up my high school like experience.
Please.
Like, bro, like to fund my studio equipment, I literally would do extracurriculars like, join student council. I joined student council. I ran for the position of the activities director who uses the school budgets to do events. So I pretty much did a talent show and I pretty much assigned cash prizes on gift cards, right? And I secretly didn't tell anyone and I auditioned to be in the talent show. I'm pretty much a part of throwing together.
Yeah.
Won first place, got the Best Buy card, and then won a Best Buy and then bought speakers.
You're crazy. Yo, you had a whole Ponzi scheme set up.
Yeah, but it was
Oh
whole
my
thing, you know. So we gave the school a whole experience. That was freshman year, sophomore year. We did just okay, geometry. Bro, I fucking hate geometry so much.
Yeah.
Bro, I flunked geometry like 6 times.
What was your favorite subject?
My favorite subject, honestly, like English. Like English was cool because you know what I'm saying? Like
There's no right or wrong answer as long as you can say something that's articulate.
I was should I say PE.
I know. Yo, PE was the best one.
Nah, for sure. Like definitely, like my English classes was show on point.
You don't come across as a PE is my favorite subject.
Dang, God.
Oh, dad. Yo, PE, fool. Yo, let me say, okay, cool. So, so the high school experience, you do the show, you got some studio equipment because you felt like, I want to create music. What was your first, like, release of music? What was that called or named, or what was that whole, what did you have a different name going into it? Or did you always have?
I always thought about having a different name, but As If just stuck because, like, I got that name when I was little, and I got that name when I was 5 years old.
Right. That's your Bengali nickname, huh? Yeah, or that's your birth name.
As If is like, what's like the Rasta name, like
Yeah.
name that all the people that knew me in the neighborhood.
Yeah, exactly.
In the masjid or whatever.
Yeah, exactly.
They'll just say As If, because
Yeah.
growing up, you know, just being a new face in a new environment, like a lot of people, they not used to like our people, so they're not used to like pronouncing words from, you know what I'm saying?
I know that, of course.
So it was like 8, 9 different ways of a motherfucker saying my name.
Facts. I'm over here. If you're thinking about, I feel like you're telling my story right now. Go ahead.
Yeah. So I'm like, bro, like, and that's when As If just stuck. It was just easy to remember.
Yeah.
I honestly think that I honestly feel that I was the only person with that name for like years around the area. So it was just distinctive, and I stuck with it, and that's always just became my name like throughout like whatever I was doing.
I like that. So the name was early on. You start doing the music. You start releasing music. It was Dolo, or were you with the group? How was that working?
I was I mean, we never had like a title. We never like really had like an umbrella or anything. But for me growing up, music was really a group oriented thing. You know what I'm saying? Like getting really like jumping into my freshman year of high school, like I was in this environment where it was like this, okay, like one homie had the laptop that's good as fuck. One other homie had the interface. One homie had the speakers. One homie had the good ass crib. And everybody would just match up on everything. It's like, yo, you got something on it.
I like that.
So, and that's how everybody would just come through and make music, you know? And that was my like way in of building consistency of doing.
And getting the word out, like, yeah, this is what I do.
Yeah, this is what I do. So like going into like my start in music, I actually started out as a rapper.
Yeah.
I started out rapping.
Yeah.
And then I got into production. And the reason why I made that pivot was because, you know, like I said, me starting out as a rapper, I would think like, yo, I need an engineer. I need a producer. I need this and that. I didn't think about like the idea of like being sustainable and doing everything.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? Because I felt like doing everything yourself, especially when your creative foundation is group oriented, I feel like I'm committing treason or something. Like I'm betraying tribe. You know what I mean? And that's why I never wanted to get into that. But it was uncontrollable circumstances that took place to where, you know, a lot of people around me at that time, they weren't making music, or that the relationships at that given moment was starting to get flimsy. So everybody, it just like the assembly line that we built with all of our resources is disassembled. So I have to figure out what the fuck am I finna do.
Okay, so, and all these things happen. I know there was a segment, this is all happening in high school?
Yeah, this
Okay. High school. Okay, cool. So then my question is, I know that there was a certain part of your life where you were really doing the skating thing too. How long did that, like, where did that go?
So the skateboarding thing, like the skateboarding thing really started from like it all was intertwined. In the daytime I'm skateboarding as a kid. I got into music, I got into skateboarding when I was like 9 years old. So in the daytime we skateboarding and the nighttime we making music.
Yeah.
This was just the typical nature. You know what I'm saying? Now I started transitioning out of skateboarding because it was the same pattern of things that were happening. Like, the same people that I was making music with, everybody was falling apart. So with skateboarding, we had a skate team at a freshman year and we had like local sponsorships here and there. You know what I'm saying? We was building content.
That's right.
It was the same thing. Everybody started parting ways. So the experience wasn't as joyful anymore.
Let me ask you this question, because you have a common thread between both these things. What causes groups to fall out like that?
I think what really causes groups to like fall out is like, I think it's about the perspective of positioning. You know what I'm saying? Everybody, like in a lot of groups, in a lot of group settings, a lot of people, they want to be alpha. They want to this star.
Talk about this.
And and it's really about dividing and conquering. You get what I'm saying?
Of course.
We could all be a star and we can all shine within what we do. We don't have to play the same position just to get the same shine. You can be that person in the background and be the glaring diamond of the whole set.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
And I think that a lot of people, just
set and chain command. You get what I mean? Yeah.
to feed off what you just said right now, it's people have a little bit of pride and ego that get involved when trying to find their position. The thing about it is, when a team is a basketball team, you know what I'm saying? Everybody has their role that they play that comes to the championship, and a lot of people don't see it like that. They see it's like a one for all thing, and so I think that you keyed in on a very important thing, that like groups have that that Achilles heel, that like if somebody feels that they're tried, or someone's respect and value doesn't feel like it's properly being told that like, hey, this is important what you're doing and we respect you for that. If that doesn't happen, people fall out.
Oh yeah, all the time. We see it all the time. And it's so many layers. Like just transparency. Under boundaries. It's so many things that go into play. Now, like specifically, this is like very subjective. Every group could be different. Some people are better together, and then some people are just better apart. It's really case.
I think that there's a level of, as long as you are able to tell your expectations out of the situation, if you're able to verbalize that and say that in a respectful way, then you can't get mad. Like whatever happens, it's it's for you. But if you don't say that, then there's no transparency, and people have this expectation that's never met. And so if it just happens, it falls out like that. So for you, that happened in high school, and then you graduate high school, and what happens there?
Now, graduating high school, at this point in time, I'm literally just committed to making beats. Now, committing to making beats full time, like, this is what I want to do for the rest of my life, I wasn't too sure yet. I knew I had it in me, but no, I'm still, while I'm still building that, like, I guess that do or die mentality for music, I'm still in real time experiencing that, like that typical post high school experience. Got my first job, what I'm saying, got my license, started community college and shit. And I was just trying.
Where'd you go to community college?
I went to SMC, and then I ended up going to LACC.
Was SMC cracking? Everybody has SMC.
Oh shit, look, I'll put it like this, all right. SMC, all right, so like if you're from out here, right? So look, what? All right, like
you got excited, bro.
Nah, it's not. It isn't a too. It's not even an excitement thing. It's really just providing information.
Provided some information. Go ahead.
Yeah, like look, you come back from that Christmas break your senior year, you don't get accepted where you go, like, you know, and then you got to just start off at a community or whatnot. Santa Monica College would make you feel like, congratulations, like, you got accepted at Santa Monica College. And then, like, you know, like, oh, you're great. Oh, don't worry about it. We gonna get you right back on track. LACC was like, yeah, remember so-and-so's class from, like, junior year that you fucked up on? Yeah, like, you, like, this is, like, you owe us.
Yeah.
It just makes you feel like shit.
Yeah, I know a lot about LACC because my mom went there when I was growing up, and I was like always on that campus, just running around acting a fool. But you were not feeling the school thing, or what? How would that work? Did you get paid to go to school?
Yeah, we definitely had the financial aid money.
What'd you do with that?
Shit, bro, really?
Where'd the FAFSA money go?
What we did with the FAFSA money,
Yeah,
put that shit in better sounds. We started the studio with the FAFSA.
talk about that. When did
South School for that.
But when did the studio thing start?
So the studio thing started in May 2016.
May 2016, and this was when you were going to community college, LACC at this point, and you start out. It's called Better Sounds right off the jump. And who are you doing this with?
I'm doing this with my bro Knife.
Yep, shout out him.
Yeah, so we founded this together. You know what I'm saying?
Whose idea was like who brought it to the table, or like how did that happen?
Honestly, it was both of us. Like, literally, we used to make music in my room. We used to have full-on sessions in my room back in my mom's crib.
Yeah.
Would just get too crazy. It'd be a school night. My parents are like, all right, like, something gotta go. It's either the music gotta go or you gotta go. So me and I were like, all right, let's try to go to this person's place and make music.
Yeah. Okay. So then you guys said, you know, we're making the studio. Fuck all that.
Nah, it wasn't even. I wish it went down like that. It was, bro, we literally were we exhausted every resource we had. You know,
right.
We tried making music out like fucking hookah lounges and shit. We'll just sit down, laptops, headphones, and just cook up and stuff. But then we were like, damn, this shit getting expensive. We tried making music in the car battery died. Like,
yeah.
You know, so then one time,
I respect the hustle.
I don't really smoke weed like that anymore. But one time we at the end of my mom's block, right? And we just chilling. He had this like little cool piece, and he had like this little jar. And, you know, our stone asses, we would just like give the jar nickname, John. One time we was just talking like, damn, bro, fuck, how are we gonna keep doing this shit? It's just like, we were just like, dude, what if we had a studio? And I was like, bro, you know how expensive that shit is? You know how expensive that motherfucker is?
Yeah.
That shit gonna take a minute. This was December 2015. He's like, bro, if we were to get a studio, we'll probably get that shit by November 2016.
And what happened?
Bro, I stayed up that night. I just was high as fuck, and I was scheming. And then next thing you know, like January came, February came, and then this is me and Knife, you know what I'm saying? We kind of dressing up semi-casual, visiting places, trying to do shit we don't know anything about, bro. We studio shopping, we don't know anything about this.
Yeah, I respect that.
And one time we found the spot in Hollywood at Ivar, and I remember we thought everything was good to be true, no credit check at the time.
Yeah.
You know.
None of that. I want to cut into this story a little bit. You know how I'm going to dive into this, right? So Hollywood and Ivar, if anybody is familiar with the Hollywood area, it's where the Hollywood Public Library is. On Sunday, there's the farmer's market. It's right there, Hollywood and Ivar. And so he had this studio right above the wing spot. If you guys know Hollywood, if you're from Hollywood, you know the wing spot on Hollywood and Ivar, right above it, he had his first studio. And at the time, I was like, okay, cool. My boy had a studio open. I'm like, yo, I got to tap in with my boy, you know what I'm saying? Show some love. So me and my boy pulled up. We saw your studio. And at the time, it's like, you know, people don't have studios at that age. Like, oh, this is my studio. People don't even got that going on for themselves. So I walked in and you were like, yeah, this is the spot, bro. Boom, boom, boom. You know, and your cold ass, your voice like, yeah, you know, this is the spot, bro. You know what I'm saying? Yo, I appreciate you coming through, bro, for sure.
That's definitely, that, man, when you had pulled up during that time, that, man, we didn't know anything about building.
Right.
Oh my God, man. It was sometimes though, but hey, man.
It was a process. Well, let me ask you this: who was the most poppin' person that slid through to that studio?
Old studio that you went to,
Yeah.
I would say Uno. I would say Uno, but Uno wasn't like popping off fully at the time.
Yeah.
So it was Max
What year is this? My bad.
2017.
2017. Okay, for sure. So Uno and Maxo, for sure. Okay, for sure. Talk to me about that. How did that feel? Like, oh damn, these are two people who are kind of doing their thing, and they just walked into my studio.
Maxo, Cardi just dropped that joint dash. I just like, here's the
I just like, hey, yeah,
like,
guess what happened?
yeah.
Cause my husband go fuck, yeah, that shit was hard.
When that shit just came out,
Betty, I'm Betty.
when that shit came out, this was at that time, so I was like, oh shit, like Maxo was like, bro, Maxo had fans outside. They snuck into the studio. They tried to get in the studio session. Yeah. And bro, this is our studio with like literally like it was small, bro. It was 228 square feet.
Yeah, it was pretty small. But y'all made it feel big though. I'm not gonna lie. You guys made it feel big. It didn't feel crammed or anything, so it didn't feel like that. But yeah, low key it was small.
Small as hell. Like our booth is the size.
Yeah.
Both at the current studio. Like,
yeah.
And bro, I just remember like somebody a dude sticking his hand like, hey yo, Max, I got this blunt for you, and they trying to close the door, and that's when it was bad, bro. Like,
oh my goodness.
Session had to cut short. I'm like, it was just getting too crazy. Like people started figuring out, and then Tato from Chief Keef's camp,
yeah,
floorboards, he pulled up.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
Then people were seeing him, and then like, thank God we were younger at the time, so they kind of understood. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh shit,
what was going on?
They like the young homies, like they don't know much yet. You know, they don't. You know, so yeah, bro, yeah. Mogs lined that up. Shouts out, bro, for that one.
That's right. Shout out, Mogs. So up until this point, I wanna dive into something else. What does it mean to be not only a musician, not only in so many different facets, you're like a creator, but on top of all that, you're Bengali. Why do you think a lot of brown people or brown kids like don't really do music?
Don't?
Yeah, like why don't they get into that?
Like, I think face value, and I'm saying this as a term of expression, I feel like it's because they listen to their parents. You know what I'm saying? And to being brown, you know, if what that term, like that expression, like listening to your parents, like what that means is like you're throwing your dreams away. Because usually in the status quo of our culture, you know, our dreams are parents.
Right, or the other way around, really. Their dreams are really supposed to. They want their dreams to be ours.
Exactly. Well, that's the expectation of how they want, and they want us to live for them. And like, I'm not trying to sound fucked up or anything, but it's like, you know, we gotta live for ourselves too. Especially if I'm trying to give my parents a better life. I gotta make sure that I'm, you know, working with the tools of the game that I'm gonna enjoy being in. You know what I'm saying? So I don't burn out. So like, you know, I don't care what day of the week it is. I'll appreciate every day I get money. You get what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
Because I know where it's going to go. I know I'll be able to help out my family. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, like, I think for our people specifically, why they don't pursue the creative arts, you know, it's a lot of it. I think it starts with the household, right? Ironically, though, we come from a rich culture.
Very ironically, yeah. Go on.
It's crazy, but like I said, it's just like it's more like a pastime, like a let's a leader thing. It's not like, oh,
you could do something with this.
Like, what the fuck? Like, oh shit, this for real? I could tour all this stuff. Nowadays, it's getting there now, especially in the East Coast. The homies in the East Coast, our East Coast,
yeah, they going crazy.
They doing their shit. The UK ones, they doing their shit. The West Coast ones, oh, we're new.
Right. Well, you know, over there, the Bengalis in New York are like super advanced. I went to New York for Fashion Week. So I was like out there. We hop into a cab. I look at this dude who's driving. You know, like, I don't know if you could do this too, but like I could tell it was Bengali.
Oh yeah.
And I look at them. I'm like, oh, he's Bengali. For sure.
Motherfucker, our country from the down to the teeth.
For sure. It's I don't know. So I can see their face. I'm like, this is Bengali. Has to be. They see me, they trip out. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I'm a little bit outside of the normal what they look like, but You could tell. So I talked to old boy, and he's telling me about how there's whole Bengali communities that are so built. Like the building owners are Bengali. You know what I'm saying? There's like bosses out there that are doing their thing. So it's well developed out there. Over here, I feel like the once Bengalis touch some money in Los Angeles, they try to dip out. They try to get out of the. You know what I'm saying? It's a different type of vibe.
It's a whole different, like that LA, like the LA social algorithms just kick in, mix in with the Bangla shit.
Yeah.
And the thing is, another thing is, man, we just started coming into LA in the 80s. It's been Bengalis there since, bro. It's Bengali Harlem. It's a whole.
Yeah, straight up.
You feel me? Like,
Straight up.
really talks about how down to like from Louisiana, from the ports, from England to Louisiana,
Right.
we integrated in these Black and Puerto Rican neighborhoods and worked our way up to New York. So they've been out there longer. So they're gonna have a likelihood of different walks of life.
Exactly.
3 hours back out here in the West Coast and palm trees, all this shit. We in motion trying to figure this shit out, but let's get it figured out.
Exactly. So I think a lot of people who might be listening to this don't even know who Bengalis are. So just to throw some stats out there, it's a fairly new country. It got its independence 71, and it got its independence, so it's fairly new. It's the 8th most populated country in the world. So 8th, above Russia. There's more people in this small little country next to India compared to Russia. And it's Forever 21, H&M, a lot of these fast fashion brands export their get their stuff from Bangladesh. So it's a fairly unknown country that's it's super big. There's a lot of stuff going on there. And so tying back to where we fed into this, ironically, the Bengali culture is super rich in its like history and the type of creativity that's there, but it's for leisure. And I think that a lot of brown kids can't get past the idea of getting this. You were able to.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, this shit wasn't easy, you know what I'm saying? But hey, you got to think about our origins, man. Like, it's just like LA, it's just like Bangladesh, you know what I'm saying? It's like you got to fight for what you believe in, bro. We from the city of champions, bro. Shit not for the weak, bro. You got to, if you really believe in some shit, you got to go hard.
You got to go hard.
When I was talking about, like, when I was saying, while I was trying to build this, trying to decide, do I have a do or die mentality for music? Like, me now it's do or die.
Right. For sure.
If Pro Tools not open and Fruity Loops not open, like, I am not eating.
Right.
My peoples is not eating.
Right.
I mean, I can't take care of shit.
Right.
Everything gonna go to shit if them open them applications.
So you think that's a very for success, it is super important to be able to live by that do or die mentality.
Absolutely, man. Like, I personally think, like, if you want to see yourself living off what you love doing, you want to see something being full time, you gotta put in the full time hours. Input equals output.
Come on. He said, fuck geometry, but I know something. Input equals output, baby.
Nah, fuck geometry so much, bro. I had one geometry semester. Like, literally, the only reason why I passed and I was able to graduate, like, fucking high school and shit is because the final project was I had to make a fucking song about geometry. And all that is like, bro, that's so you just rhyme fucking words and you just rhyme
geometry.
Bro, that shit worked, though. I'm like, yo, this is it. I'm like, so you're telling me I can just do a 16 and just pass this fucking class instead of doing a fucking test? Yeah, I would do the fucking 16.
Oh yeah, judge me off my 16, baby.
Yeah, bro.
I like that.
That shit.
Okay, so here's what I want to understand too. So now you have the studio running. When do you guys make the switch over to the bigger studio?
So the switch came in 2017. So how it went about was, Better Sounds, we decided to, like, really Better Sounds was like, it was like four of us, you know what I mean? Like, me and I being partners, and then we had like, we had the homie Barry, we had Mogs, like, just being like the support system, you know what I'm saying, and our decisions and all that. And we decided that we really want to expand. Like, we actually want to build, like, I wouldn't say like like a collective, you know what I'm saying? Like family collective, like that group orientation that I had growing up, you know, where we were gonna bring like-minded individuals together based on the sole common, you know, like the common goal of like prospering in the space. So that's when we started expanding. You feel me? We had a lot more players at that moment in time, and we're like, yo, we're like 15 deep now. We can't have 15 people in a 225 square feet space.
That's right.
So downtown, it became a conversation. I used to take meetings in our current location. And one day I asked my boy who had a unit there when I was doing business with them, I asked him, "Oh, bro, how much you pay?" He gave me the math. And then I was like, and I'm looking at my numbers. I'm like, the math not mathing. Like, you feel me?
Like, yeah, it ain't.
Hollywood is way too. I'm literally paying for location at that time. And we only did that the first time just so it could be an easy sell.
It is an easy selling point for sure, for sure. I mean, off a little bit of that too. But yeah, no, Hollywood is expensive for sure. And so you guys made the switch to downtown, bigger space. And I've also just to tie into, I'm gonna cut in again to this story because you invited me for a session, and it was for a mixtape series that you were doing. I want to understand that before I tell my story. What was that mixtape series?
That was the Bang America series, man. I'm not gonna say. I'm not gonna say rest in peace. That just sounds sad. But where I'm not currently doing those anymore. But I think he was on season 3. No, season 3 we worked remotely.
Yeah.
Season 3 was the pandemic tape,
Right.
you know, technically, and then season 4 you.
That's right.
The whole concept of the Bang America tapes was literally the title just came from like Bangladeshi American. Like I just wanted to find a new approach of celebrating culture.
Right. Because the first one was like a mix, right? The first one I remember you dropped it. It was like a mix, random. Because I was on the first one. You threw a little clip of my song on the first one, on the first mix or whatever too. Yeah, don't play me like that. Come on, I was on the first one too.
Yeah, facts. Nah, yeah, I was. Yeah, man, I was thinking. See, because I've done 5 of them, so I'm thinking
tapes. You think it tapes, but I see me. I know your story, baby. Come on. The first one was a mix on SoundCloud. You dropped it on SoundCloud.
First 2 for sure. The 3 it started becoming like original, like projects.
That's right.
Yeah, we utilized the mixes to pretty much prototype the concept. You know, add like basic, like minimal aesthetic that can like gravitate towards a viewer.
That's right.
I'm saying on the internet type shit, and then utilize that to build organic relationships so we can sequence into that next step. It's like, all right, well, shit, you fucking with me, spinning your music. You like how I'm playing your music, how I'm playlisting your music and packaging your music in this niche approach. How about we do some original or create some original product? You know what I mean?
Cool, because I want to clip this part for real, because what this man did was he created a playlist. He put a DJ mix out. It was about like whatever, an hour long, for let's say. And in that time, he showcases different artists and their music. He builds actual organic relationships with those people. He does it twice, and then says, you know what, I'm gonna be on my DJ Khaled shit, which I really feel like you're doing right now too. And I'm gonna put this thing all together. I'm gonna put a project together, conceptual to the sound, to how I want it to come, the placements of the songs, the production, all of that, who I want on there. You did all of that, all by first bringing value to the people that you want to work with today.
Right, exactly. And that was because, it's the whole concept, back how we grew up, you know what I'm saying? And also, like, you give, then you ask.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And that's how you build like that. You feel me? That's how you build them organic lines.
That's right.
Like those, at that point in time, you building lifelines.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm showing like, bro, it's so, especially as a producer, man, it's crazy. I had a conversation with the artist, the homie I had a conversation about this in the studio where he was telling me, he's like, man, I see a lot of producers like try to do like the whole Khaled thing, try to do the whole mustard thing, but you can't just go up to somebody and just be like, hey, bro, as you rap, like, hey, let me get a word. Matter of fact, let me take the song. I'm gonna put it on my shit. Like, nah, bro, you gotta build it has to be an organic build.
Facts. So that
I wanted to show people with the first 2 tapes, like, look, I appreciate what y'all doing. Let me show you from my perspective of what type of appreciation I have.
That's right.
You get what I'm saying?
That's right.
And that's what it was with season 1 and season 2.
Fire.
You know what I'm saying? So then when season 3 came around, it was easier to like really put that together, you know, or what our people. And then what even became more beautiful when, you know, being able to involve people that weren't Bengali, you know what I'm saying? Which was tight because a lot of people were just like, well, it's a Bengali tape. I'm like, nah, man, it's not only called Bang America for a reason, but it's like, bro, like I can't really appreciate my roots and my identity if I wasn't born and raised out here. So I can't just appreciate one side and diss the other side. Matter of fact, it's engraved. When you look at the spelling, Bang, L-A, that's. And that's
Talk to him. I like that. So that so then the piece back up to my story because I walked into your new studio. I'm like, fuck, this guy has a real studio. This studio is nice. This shit is a nice studio. There's a whole
man. We still got a long way to go.
I know what I'm saying. There's a whole ass room to record. You know what I'm saying, for the booth in the whole other room. And he was like, yo, because I'll tell you this is how player he is. He talked to me. He's like, yeah, man. You wanna record in that room, or you wanna record over here with that, you know, in the live room. Like, I'm gonna do it right here. He's like, all right, cool. I got the beat, set it up, boom, boom, boom. We sit down, we do it, we crank that out. That whole project was fire. You had a couple people on there. You blessed me with opening that thing, so I really appreciate that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. Pressure of Pain, man. That was a beautiful record, bro.
That's right.
Like not only like the conceptually like what you're talking about on that record, but it's like at that time, you know, a trip out, like, you know, my big bro, Big Germ, rest in peace.
Rest in peace.
His anniversary of his transition is coming up in a couple weeks. So when we worked on that record, that's why like you opening, like, you know, we had to take that little bit from that soundbite from Germ.
Yeah.
From when he was, I forgot what the fuck he was eating, but
yeah,
he was eating some shit. I took what you said, you know what I'm saying? And yeah, I had to add it in the front, you know what I mean?
He was like, yo, if you ain't gonna do it big, don't do it at all.
Big Germ said it.
Yeah, yo, that was cold. Yeah, go check that out. Go check that project out. You had a couple other people. Who else you have? You had, do you have Chike on there?
Chike was on, I had AZChike on season 5.
Oh, season 5. Who else did you have on that tape?
So on season 5, I really had AZChike. I had, that was more, it was really small.
Right.
Definitely had my in-house peoples. My boy, Barry America.
That's right. Mose, shout out Mose.
Over Anika, you know what I'm saying?
That's right.
Like, you know what I mean? I had the little homie from my part of Bangladesh, you feel me, on Fro Pabna and shit, my boy TZ, I had him.
Oh yeah, shout out him. Yeah, I talked to him.
Anybody? Did I miss anybody? We good, right? I think
yeah, for season 5. And then season 4, I know you had, shout out my boy, I think he's from Indonesia, he's over here in LA too, with Duno, and Duno's his homie, I forgot his name.
Oh yeah, Duno, Denner, yeah, so season 4, we had Duno, we had Duno, we had Jakarta Slim. That's right. Denner, the homie Denner, you know what I'm saying? The homies, like, we pretty much had them on the record.
That's right.
Ohio homies, you know, Crash Rari.
Oh, Rari, yeah. Rari is hard. Like, I love his music, bro. He's hard.
My boy Robone, like, the reason why that record lined up, like, you know what I'm saying? Robone and Rari was already working together. Me and Steve already had a rapport from, like, 2016.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Throughout, like, just through knowing everybody in the network.
That's right.
Me and Robone had the idea. I was like, yo, like, can I put, like, you know, be tight? They both from Ohio, and they both know each other. So it's all the record Ohio. That's why.
Got you. Because that was a hard record.
I truthfully think they all started.
For sure. And bro, I love their music. Rari's music, I fuck with so hard. And that record, it was like that Texas, like, slap not, you know what I'm saying, slap not, chop not slapped, whatever, you know what I'm saying, chopped and screwed version. I really fucked with it.
Oh yeah,
that was the record, right? With the Rari record.
Yeah, on season 3, yeah, Chop Tarts. Yeah, Chop Tarts was a remix of a record that was already out. that one got, man, that one specifically was inspired by like it's crazy, like a skate team that I used to watch, Deli Status. I used to watch them as a kid.
Okay, shout out them.
Now I'm seeing them growing up. They're using my fucking music.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And they use the chopped and screwed version of Pop Tarts. That's the record called off Rari One. That's with Crashed Rari Rob.
Okay.
And so Robbo, he showed it to me. He's like, yo, what if you add Chop Tarts? Like, what if you chop and screw this shit? Me, I already have, I come from I love chop and screw music, making that
Facts.
So
Me too.
I was like, hell yeah, like easy. So that's how that came.
Fire. So there was another part I wanted to talk about was outside of you having the studio stuff. I want to talk about your relationship with your boy. He's the music video director.
Oh, show me why. Yeah, show me Pat Wari. OG, show me.
That's what show me Pai. Pai means in Bengali, Pai means brother. So that's like a brother to you. Talk to me about that relationship.
Yeah, man, like, man, I don't even know where to start, bro. It really started like, it is just so crazy how the universe just plays out, man.
Yeah.
Like, the start of that relationship really came from Facebook, bro. Like, I just remembered I was watching, I grew up on ASAP. Like, it was a literal point in time where I was convinced I was going to be ASAP Acid.
The ASAP mob thing was so crazy, especially in LA. It was huge.
Yeah, bro. And and then, so I'm, while my group of homies in high school, while everybody was listening to like Pro Era and like Underachievers and Flatbush Zombies and Tam Boys, I'm listening to ASAP. But while everybody was on Rocky, I was already on Ferg. I'm like,
yeah,
y'all can have Rocky. Like, Rocky's popping off now. I'm trying to be the early, the early person who got like, oh yeah, like I'm a real music head.
Yeah,
I know about that. I'm already listening to the next person.
Yeah,
that was Ferg. So I'm watching ASAP Ferg work. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And the whole time, I'm watching Hood Pope, and the whole time, Show everybody did these videos.
Damn.
You get what I'm saying?
Another Bengali man.
Yeah, and my man, I'm not even trying to go on that tangent, but I really break down of this universal language real quick, because bro, I'm watching these videos in high school, and the next thing you know, message show me, I reach out to him, and I'm like, yo, big bro, like, yo, what up, man? My name I'm a Bengali producer from Los Angeles. I see you manage, a production team.
Uh-huh.
Oh, what's good? Like, I'm trying to get managed by you. Can I send you music? Can we have a phone call? Can we have a meet?
Can we connect? Yeah.
Yeah, can we connect? And, of course, OG got busy. He didn't hit me back. And then one day, it was in LA. It was March. It was 2016. It was my mom's birthday. It was on Tuesday. I still remember that shit light as day, bro. I had a communication class that day.
That's right.
Cut class that day.
Fuck communications.
I mean, shit.
Now, well, I'm saying though, you were like, fuck communications. We about to do something else.
Yeah, I remember texting one of my brothers in class and like, hey, bro. He's like, yo, where you at, bro? I'm like, oh my dog, I'm in a Ferg shoot right now. He's like, what the fuck?
Well, what shoot? Do you know what song it was?
It was ASAP Ferg, Schoolboy Q, Let It Bang.
Fucking love that song.
It was produced by Lex Luger, and it was the music video shoot was in South Central. Like, it was so close by, because I'm in Midtown. We got the 10 bridge. You just pass that, you go down that, like, past that bridge, and then it was like 4 minutes away. I pulled up, and for me just kicking it went from just kicking it to like he needed help. And then now he's introducing me to Ferg, and I'm tripping out. I remember my 19 years old ass like, yo, bro, I'm next up, man. What's up, bro? You gotta sign me, like. And I was like, yeah, bro. Yeah, man, Ferg, and man, if you ever press play on this shit, this time we're in the studio, bro. I'm pressing play, and I'm playing nothing but like, I'm not overthinking shit.
Yeah, exactly. So that's dope, man, and that was amazing that like another man saw that the fact that you reached out to him and tried try to do something that he even brought. You built that relationship.
Man, I really just got to take this moment right now to talk about my OG, bro. This man, like, look, especially from our culture, bro, we came, especially in LA.
Yes.
In LA, our people don't fuck with our people. You know what I'm saying? A lot of my experiences growing up, a lot of, like, if I had to turn my back for any reason, I had to turn and watch my back on somebody that looked like me. You get what I'm saying? So, and on top of that, when it came to like older generations, there wasn't a buyer. You feel me? There was an uncle.
Yeah, facts.
You know,
you're not lying.
Yeah, there wasn't a buyer is gonna help you. He gonna show you the ropes. He gonna tell you right from wrong. The uncle's gonna be like, "What you doing is wrong. You're not ever gonna get it right."
Exactly.
And to be a person, never see me grow up. He don't like, he from Virginia Beach. You get what I'm saying? He from 757, I'm from the 213. He don't know me from a can of paint. He know is Facebook, the internet. And he gave me a fucking chance. And not only that, bro, but he showed me the industry. He showed me the business. He showed me how money goes from point A to point Z. He showed me how the fuck you can make a honest living off of what you love doing. And you don't gotta compromise. You don't gotta compensate nothing. You can really live your truth and be in your true element.
Love that.
And that's my biggest takeaway from, like, show me by it. But yeah,
I love that.
I have to really take that moment to really just like.
And I'm sure he would really appreciate those words, bro.
I'm forever thankful.
That's a blessing.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's a. When we was talking about organic relationships and building lifelines,
absolutely,
that's my, like, that's,
respect. Respect. I'm glad we touched on that. Now I want to talk about what's going on today.
Today, present time. Well, shit. Now, we're moving more organized. We're doing things legitimately, man.
That's right.
I got management now. I got Vic on the phone now.
Yeah.
Eric on the background, like, real background. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. Shout out him. That's his manager right here.
Yeah, man. I got, I got real support that's always been there. I got a project coming out.
Talk to me about that.
Man, Westside Energy, that's coming out. It's an 8-track tape. That's pretty much going to be my approach to, like.
And I want to say the cover is stupid. This is the cover right here. The cover is absolutely stupid. And so the project, who's on it?
Yeah, shit. All right. So this project, we got, I'm going to start in order. We got Ogbon. We got Big L, we got Trick Star, we got Mose, we got Barry America.
That's right.
Stephen Cannon.
That's right. Shout out Cannon. Shout out Chike and below.
We got man, why am I blanking right now? Who else, man? We got the Better Sounds. We got the Better Sounds fam. We got fucking Jakarta
Slim. That's right.
We got Medi, man. We got Camel. We got Kimani. Man, we got so much people.
Come on.
Am I missing anybody? We got, man, my boy, I'm going to mention him last because his record was the first record we put out. My first single, my first music video, Go Get a KB. You know what I mean?
Go Get a KB. What's the name of the song?
Called Home Alone. I appreciate, bro, blessing everything. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I love that.
Mention them last because
I love that.
The amount of work we had to do just to put that song, like, bro, the other engineer had lost the session file. Then that computer that session was recorded on, that computer gets fucking stolen. Then we had to re-record the whole track.
Fuck.
And then
the sound familiar. Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, that's funny.
Go ahead, baby.
Yeah. But yeah, I appreciate KB.
Yeah. Shout out KB. So you have a single out, you have the music video out, the project, again, one more time, Westside Energy. What does that represent to you?
So Westside Energy, man, it's a feeling that's understood and really can't be explained. And I feel like when you are raised in the environment and you're growing up there, it's certain things about that culture, about that atmosphere, about the mannerisms, and
that you can't let go.
That it's not even just let go, that you just already know about it. You have to explain. Like we can talk about, like, distinctively, we can talk about, like, you know, if we want to navigate around the city, it's not about what the distance is, it's about what time you leave.
For sure, because one thing,
Leave down the street at 4 p.m., it's gonna take an hour. Or you leave down the street at 9 p.m., it's a blink of an eye.
absolutely, and a lot of people, and I think people are getting hip to this too, because LA sounds like paradise to so many places in the country, but LA is a hot city. You got to really understand how to move out here. It isn't sweet. It isn't what you think it is. If you come out here and you don't have a plan, you'll get eaten up real quick. And if you are looking for, like, if you're trying to get into the mix and you don't know nothing about the mix, you could easily get lost in it.
Absolutely, man, absolutely. And I think, like, and that's where that whole concept of just energy comes from. It's a feeling that you know, that you don't need any training on. It's more like, I mean, improvement is always going to be there, but it's really just about that. Like, it's really about just being able to just understand it. Like, when you know, you just know, you know what I'm saying? And this,
So you know,
and all these records that I have compiled, it was a certain experience, a certain energy that came from that, you know, and it was, and overall, it's really just like my tape for the city, you know what I'm saying? This is what the as if perspective of the Los Angeles tape would be.
I love that. Let me ask you this. The person that listens throughout that listens the entirety of the tape. Hey, yo, first of all, if you rock with me at all, you're gonna go fuck with my boy's tape. I'm gonna put the link down in the description, and even at the end of this, I might throw on a little clip and all that. But if you fuck with me at all, go check out his tape after this. But the people that do check that out, what do you want them to take away from the tape?
What I want them to take away, that, you know, even though I am calling it my perspective of LA tape, and a lot of records may not sound like it's, you know, it's like the LA bounce or whatnot. You know, I purposely am titling that because I really want to show that, you know, just because, like, we are from where we're from, it doesn't mean we have to stay stuck into a certain sound. You know, we're not creating music. We're not creating LA music. We're creating music for the world. And that's the mentality I have. And that's why I purposely, of course, try to integrate all elements of where I'm from sonically as best as possible.
Absolutely.
Also utilize, like, this tape to continue to take risks and push that narrative of, you know, breaking barriers through sound. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So yeah, that's my goal for somebody really take away from the project, like, to really appreciate and really, you know, fuck with the sequencing, the sonics, the sound selection, the artists, and you know, hearing certain artists that you already know, but hearing them in a certain element. Hearing Chike on this tempo, on a different tempo, hearing KB on a certain tempo. You know, it could have just been easy. I could have just put them on records that they're known for.
Right.
I could have gave them the same sound that everyone's giving them. But I'm like, nah, you know, if you coming into the, you know, if we're coexisting together, this is what it's gonna sound like.
Absolutely, absolutely. And first of all, I really fuck with AZChike's music. That's dope as fuck that AZChike's on your tape. Go ahead. Tell me.
Chike, man, he's like one of the first people in the city outside of my better sound circle. He's one of the first artists in LA that's a status symbol that really showed love, like, from early on, bro.
Yeah. What is it about Chike's music and what he got going on that really resonates with you?
With how it resonates with me is, man, first of all, I wish they will build studios that were like semi, like, podium, like, audience, like, seats and whatnot, because an AZChike session is entertaining as fuck.
I believe,
like, seeing him just right to punching in, like, bro, the beat's not even playing and you just start hearing them rapping, you already just want to bounce. You just want to
his shit is
it's like the first time I met Chike, bro,
yeah,
his engineer Ivy, they rented out my studio.
Yeah.
Usually when there's rentals, I'll open up and then I'll check back, I'll leave, right? And nah, I came back and I sat there and I watched the whole thing. And I watched how Chike and Ivy worked. I watched the workflow, flying the hook, the they're taking beats from people, right? Like, I was able to play beat that night and get a song made with Chike that night.
Yeah.
All I remember was I made the beat a certain type of way, and I had this arrangement. And when they recorded it, the engineer Ivy just started changing. Oh, let's do this here. Let's do this here. Although I already had things like this, but the song was fucking crazy. And then that's when I'm like, oh man, like I really wish people could just like pay to see Chike in the studio. Like he's crazy live, but seeing him in the studios,
I can only imagine.
Seeing him make the songs that people turn up to is a whole nother turn up within itself.
I could only imagine, bro. That's dope as fuck. That's sick as fuck that you have him on the tape. I want to
for clearing it, Chike.
come on. And that I'm super excited. I heard a couple songs off the project. Right after this, I'm gonna listen to a couple more. By the time this comes out, it's gonna be available for everybody to listen to. So please go ahead and go check that out. Westside Energy by my boy Asif. And this dude is really doing everything that has compiled his story up until this point is in his music. It's in his movements. It's in the relationships that he's built with these people. It's organic. None of this is forced. And so if you really want to hear a perspective, a Bengali, Los Angeles native perspective on Los Angeles, bang that Westside Energy. Again, the link in the description. I wanna wrap this up with a couple quick rapid fire questions for you, and then we're gonna do that. You ready for that? It's gonna be. You just tell me what it is. It's nothing too crazy. I just wanna get a little bit more about you before we dip out of here.
All right, the show.
Best spot in Los Angeles to eat.
Fuck, that's hard. Damn. all right, man. Okay.
Yeah, man.
Best spot to eat. I'm gonna say 24. I'm just gonna go with something that's accessible. 24 hours. Fuck.
I like filling.
Damn, this is so hard, bro. Man, I'm probably gonna say lately, bro, it's been Crispy Pork Gang in Thai-town. We don't get the pork there.
Okay, yeah. Please verify that.
It's called Crispy Pork Gang. We don't get the pork. You feel me? But I just like it because it's 24 hours, bro, and you can get some good, like you can get some quality food.
Yep.
At that hour, and you can sit and you can dine in.
Right.
And that's cool in that hour because LA really doesn't have a nightlife like that. Like it's not like New York where you can just go get a chopped cheese.
Any hour type shit. Yeah.
Right. So so.
Okay, cool. And then I want to also ask you favorite Bengali dish.
Favorite Bengali dish? Oh, man, dude, these are crazy questions.
Come on. Welcome to I Told You So.
All right. So, man. All right. So I like I like the chicken biryani.
Of course.
I like the biryani, but
what you're doing? Hold on, let me see.
Bro, man, I wish some of the sponsors fuck around, man.
Yeah, babe. Hey, actually, we'll do that. If you guys want to see that, if you want to see two Bengali dudes, go check out some Bengali food type shit. Drop that down too. We might make that video. Go ahead.
Like, yeah, that's a good idea.
Come on,
bro. So, like, man, so the part of Bangladesh I'm from, I'm not sure if this is a national Bengali thing, but from like Ishwardi Babna and stuff, we get our doi. Doi is mishti doi, is sweet yogurt. It's a dessert. You know what I'm saying? Usually have that after your meal, after the biryani, which is like the entree is the main dish. Nah, man, for us, we eat the biryani with doi.
Oh, that's different.
Yeah, that's a Ishwardi.
Oh shit, yo! If anybody know about that too, please let me know. What is he talking about? What?
Fucking crack. Like me, I'm trying to get my, physique up.
Yeah.
Coming up, man.
I'm sorry, you're flexing though. Come on.
27, we just coming up, God willing. So
yeah, God willing.
I'm trying to get myself a little healthy right now.
That's right.
Man, that shit is
slapping. Let me go on to these more of these questions. Who's your top 5 rappers right now?
Top 5 rappers.
And you can't name none of the homies. I know you guys gonna start listening to the homies.
Yeah. All right, so I'm gonna go like this right now. I'm gonna go top 5 rappers for me that I've been listening to.
Yeah,
time. I'm gonna go with Larry June, number 1. Babyface
Ray, Detroit. Shout out Detroit.
Yeah, shout out Detroit. I am gonna go with I'm gonna go with PZ. Number 3, I heard my bad. I gotta move this whole order around. I'm gonna go with Nip. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause
Okay.
I'm from LA.
Yeah.
Right. I'm going with Larry June.
Larry June.
You know, that's the Bay, but Bay Hello was West Coast.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm going with Babyface Ray.
Yeah. Shout out Detroit. Yep. Again, shout out Detroit.
I am going with, this gonna be the, man, you cool if I pull out my Apple Music real quick?
Play it up, pull it up.
Let me see what I've been like. For number 5, man. Shit, and then I'm gonna go with GT.
Again,
LA.
Detroit.
So yeah, man. So Cali and Michigan.
Yeah.
Reason why, bro, is because to me, that's like everyday music. I can wake up, I get money to that shit.
Exactly. It's a similar soundscape, to be honest. Like there's a lot of I think Detroit music, Michigan music, and LA music, or Westside music has, they're probably brothers in a different life.
Yeah, facts. They're cousins for sure.
For sure. Absolutely. So that's a solid 5. Okay. My next question. What's your favorite movie?
Favorite movie? What's a movie I can watch over and over? What's a movie I can watch over?
And if you can't think of one, give me the last one that you just watched. You were like, damn, that was cold.
Okay. On some brown people, man, I've seen R, triple R. Yo, that movie crazy, bro. That shit, man, I watched that shit with my mom, my dad, my sister, bro. Damn, we was crying.
I fuck with you so hard for that answer.
Bro.
Wow, I fuck with you for that answer.
Bro, I'm watching dude just getting beat in the middle of all the city.
Yeah.
And then bro started singing it and everyone got pissed off. They lifted the chains and the gates and started fucking everybody up.
Damn.
Yeah, man, I was tearing up and I'm like passionate, yelling at them.
That's right.
Fuck them up.
Damn, they gotta hire you for their promo, man. God damn, you're selling me on this movie. Come on.
It's fine.
Yeah.
I tell the non-brown man, put the fucking subtitles on, bro. You don't understand that shit too.
Yeah, y'all do it for all these other movies. Come on, help us out. Okay, let me ask you this question. Who are a couple artists that your dream collaborations?
Shit. Larry June.
Okay.
Drake.
Jake, that's right. Oh yeah, Drake, he pulling out in a couple weeks. Don't worry, I'll make that link happen. Who else?
Don't speak that. We got practice. That's
come on.
That's universal language right there. We practicing for that. So I said Larry. I said Drake. I'm definitely gonna say. I definitely gotta say Ferg because
it would come full circle.
Not only that, it's just because, bro, it used to be a point of time, me and Ferg were texting, and Ferg used to tell me to send him beats. I seen Ferg at another video shoot with Big Sean wrote his mind, and you literally in the middle of the say, stop the scene as I'm taking pictures. He was like, bro, where the fuck are my beats? And I just told him, I was like, bro, my fault, we're trying to say you some shit. He's like,
damn, shout out Ferg.
So I gotta get one of Ferg just because I owe it to my 19. So I got
absolutely. What is your end goal with music? Like, what are some accomplishments within music that you want to accomplish by the end of when it's all said and done?
This is all said and done, man. I really just want to have music, my accolades and music reflect, who I am. You know what I'm saying? I want to make sure my time in music, when it's all said and done, I was able to leave an impact to where, this can multiply, you know what I'm saying? And so, when my time is up, you know what I'm saying? It don't mean it's the end. It means it's going to be either 10,000 more Bengalis doing this shit, or it's going to be 100,000 kids from LA.
Yeah, because let me tell you, I think based on your story and based on everything you've told me thus far, I think that an accomplishment for you that would really resonate home is if another Bengali kid, a young one, was like, yo, I'm doing this shit because I seen you do it. I think that shit would hit you. I think that would hit you more than a Grammy.
Oh yeah, for sure, man. I can't wait. Like, bro, there's certain things I want to do. It's on some flex shit. Like, bro, when the Grammy come, bro, I'm trying to drink chop that.
Yeah, that'd be hard. Yo, just invite me to the party, please. I want to go to the Grammy party,
bro. Come on, bro. We out there.
I love that. I love that.
Chateau Park.
That's bro. That would go in. I'm telling you. Let me, please. Oh my.
That's
You just dropped a crazy idea in my head too. That's crazy. That has to happen.
We're gonna have a mellow one.
Nah, you talking. Now you talking. Inshallah, man. Yo, all praise to the Most High. Let me.
Spotify bowl, you know,
Yeah.
trying curry in that bit.
Ooh, that's crazy. Yeah, I like that. I like that.
Man, it's hella.
Yeah. I love that. I love that. I want to first of all, again, bro, thank you so much for coming through today and sharing your story. I think there's so much more to your story that we didn't get into. And if you guys have any questions to my man, he's doing so many things. He's involved with so many things. He has his project coming out. He has a studio in downtown, Better Sound Studios. If you want to tap in with some studio time, you know who to hit up. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And with your all your mixing, mastering, all that stuff, hit this dude. He's tapped in the city. He's tapped in with some of your favorite rappers in the city, and he's only doing bigger things. So thank you again for coming through. And I'm excited for your project. One more time, what's the name of it?
Westside.
Coming out. What?
March 17th.
March 17th. Westside Energy. I might be able to finesse my boy to get some of his artists to come through and do a live rendition for one of the songs. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And on that note, again, bro, thank you so much for coming through. I think this was. Oh, come on, baby. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So go ahead, drop it one time. What's your name?
As if you.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Energy coming out soon.
Yes, sir. Come on. And it's Big Wafi, not the little one. You listening to I Told You So. And don't act like I didn't tell you when you see me. Gang.